Welcome to Education in Our Community. I'm Laura Saul, your host, and today we have the pleasure of meeting with Mika White, one of our wonderful, wonderful community people, as well as a businesswoman, mother, wife, and all around wonderful person. So we wanted to have her on the show to talk about some of the great things she's doing. And welcome, Miko.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
So today I wanted to cover a number of things, not just the fact that you're this beautiful community person that is here sharing your gifts of makeup, but also about the fact that you're a businesswoman, wife, a mother, and a person who is really in the process of giving back to our community.
Absolutely.
And so can you, first of all, tell me about Mika White?
About myself, well, as you mentioned, I am a wife and a mother, married 15 years, and I have 3 children, ages 14, 13, and 11. That's my bunch, and we love life. We live it day to day, and I am born and raised in the Bay Area, from Oakland, and I love being here. I love, being in between San Francisco and San Jose and Pleasanton and areas like this, and traveling from here to Los Angeles. Eventually, it will be further, but that's my life in a nutshell.
Excellent. Now, I recently met you and discovered that you're a celebrity makeup artist.
Yes.
Can you tell me how it is you got involved in that and how and who you've been doing makeup for?
Sure. Oh my gosh. Well, it started for me about 10 years ago. I've always been very artistic and developed that craft from being around my mother all the time. It was always paint and crayons and all sorts of colorful things, to just be creative with. There were no games and technology back then, so we found ways to be engaged. So over the years, just grew to love everything artistic, everything beautiful, and when I was a stay-at-home mom about 4 years, I would do acrylic painting and such, and I started thinking to myself, I want to do something fun and creative. I was always working for attorneys and executives and, behind the desk and typing all the time, and that was good, but I really felt the urge to be creative. So I actually got hired at MAC Cosmetics, and from there, just the passion started to grow so much. And here I am today, doing it full time, serving in my community for all different occasions, weddings and photo shoots and special events. It's a lot of fun. I really do feel like I am fulfilling my purpose. So I've worked with a number of people, everyday women to public leaders and celebrities like actress Nicole Ari Parker. I've worked with Janae Aiko and what's his name? Michael Madsen, and I mean, there's so many. I've been around Lou Diamond Phillips, and I really enjoy being on set. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. Now, the celebrity side it's fun and it's great that you get to do that. But there is so much a part of you. I read on your website that you're also a motivational speaker, and you have your voyage that you're working on now, Beauty Voyage.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about that and what's?
Wow, I really do believe that you kind of fall into your purpose, and I've always been about encouraging others. Even when I worked in the schools, I would encourage youth, and I would put on events for them. So forming events was like a second passion. So I transitioned that into teaching makeup. But I love giving back to the community, and now through the Beauty Voyage, I'm able to serve other aspiring artists who are coming up, and everyday women, to teach them about the trade. And it's very valuable because in today's trend, there's so much that you could learn, but there's also what is beneficial. As far as giving back to the community, it goes even deeper than that. I really, really love discovering where there is a need and fulfilling that. So if I see that my sister has a need, if I see that my brother has a need, I want to be that hand to give, you know?
Okay.
And earning the income that I do now, of course, it goes to the family, right? But you also want to turn around and give to your community in need. So
Absolutely.
there's so many ways to give back, so many ways. But through the Beauty Voyage, I actually am raising funds to give to families in need.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Yes. So let's go back a little bit.
Yes.
Tell me about the teaching young people as well as other people
Yes.
how to get involved in makeup.
Wow.
And is it just the makeup you're teaching, or you're also motivating while you're teaching?
You know, again, this was kind of one of the things that I listened to the community. I listened to, you know, the voices that were following me online, and they told me what they wanted. They said, "When are you teaching? When are you gonna show your technique?" And I listened for a while, and I kind of waited and waited and waited until I heard so many voices request this that I said, "Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it." I had a shop a while back, and I would just host many tutorials there, but it's become even bigger now, to where I sometimes have events that are from 50 to 100 people who want to come and learn this skill and this art. Motivational speaking, I never thought that I would be in a place to do that, but you know, there's a bigger purpose. And for a moment, I would think to myself, well, what do they see in me? What do they see in me? But again, listening to the people, you know, I realized that there is much more inside of me. And I've been at so many women empowerment events, you know, on panels, and today, you know, speaking solely before large groups. And I'm really, really thankful for that opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to encourage other people. I really want to encourage people to use their gifts, you know, to recognize what's been given to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Now, is there a reason why you chose the name Beauty Voyage?
The Beauty Voyage. It's a journey. It's a journey. You know, you have anything from the basic skills all the way to the advanced. So, you know, I always walk my students through the steps because I want them to have enough knowledge. So, you know, you might start off at a basic level, a few months, you know, in advance, and then end up at a very special place where you can service, like myself, celebrity clients and such, public leaders and all. So the Beauty Voyage is simply just going on a beauty journey and discovering what's within you.
Now, are you also finding there are people who may not be so much into the makeup, but are interested in skincare?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's one of the main things that I do elaborate on within my classes, because I believe that beauty starts with your skin alone. How you treat your skin, that's going to you know, peek through your makeup. It's going to be very evident. So we start off with learning how to prep the skin before makeup. It's so key, you know, because I do love a good fresh look. Like your skin right now looks very naturally radiant and fresh. I love that about skin. I think that makeup should only be used to enhance one's natural beauty. So yeah, it's very important.
Now, what do you think about Alicia Keys deciding to no longer wear makeup?
Right. You know, I think it's very bold of her, and she's already naturally gorgeous. I think that it's needed for other women in our culture to see that you can be beautiful with or without. You know, this is something that should have been done a while ago. You know, and it's encouraging to our young ladies who are coming up just to be confident in themselves and know that you don't need this or that to be beautiful. Just be comfortable in your own skin.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You know, so often people say, oh, makeup. You're trying to be something other than who you are.
Right.
And here, for you to promote the fact that your natural beauty
Yes,
is what's
fresh,
important.
flawless. It's not masking who you are, but it's, again, just to enhance and bring out those beautiful features. Like you have lovely cheekbones, you have lovely eyes. Those are the features that I would accent in the smallest way, you know, and just
Wow.
let you shine the rest of the way.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
Good for you. Now tell me what it is you're hoping um, to come out of this voyage,
Yes.
this life voyage that you've been on, you know, giving back to people and giving back to your community.
Absolutely.
What's your goal?
Through the Beauty Voyage, I really want to give aspiring artists and everyday women the skill that they need to enhance their own beauty, enhance a client's beauty in a proper way. Right now, as I mentioned, there are a lot of trends going on. It's in YouTube, you see it online, social media. There are these tricks that are being displayed, but it represents makeup in a way that I don't think it should be represented. Very heavy. So I'm trying to pass down the knowledge to others on how to build this skill in this career in a way that's really going to be beneficial. Like, for instance, you know, in years past, I would get called to, you know, do a lot of proms and weddings, and that's great. But I didn't realize how much more I can earn through doing film. You know, and it takes, you know, maybe being on set quite a, you know, long time. But being that I'm a full-time artist, you know, I had to realize, okay, where my bread and butter was. You know, so I want my students to learn the professional skill, the professional technique that will enable them to work with anyone, from the lowest to the highest, from the everyday woman to the big-time corporate leader or CEO, you know, and then for everyday women, just knowing how to subtly enhance their features, you know, it's just, they don't have to be scared of makeup, you know, but once they learn how to apply it in the right way, they'll be a lot more confident. They won't feel like they're masking themselves. And, you know, you just see people's confidence change. I've witnessed that so many times, and I love it.
Wow.
I love it. I love to see when my clients take that first look in the mirror, and they're stunned. They're amazed that, you know, they can look so gorgeous, but just with the simplest touch.
Wow. You make me want to go take a class.
Come on.
Now, how can people get involved in your classes?
Well, through social media and through my website, you will find the details about these classes. And we do them about once every 2 months.
Okay. Tell us the website again.
The website is www.mikowhite.com. And there, all of the class information will be displayed. And it's just beginning. The first class actually starts September 25th.
Okay.
It's going to be in downtown Oakland at Glam City Beauty Bar, and it's going to be really, really amazing.
Okay. Now, is there a fee involved, and are the fees listed on your website?
The fees are actually connected to the link at the website, and they're reasonable. I really wanted to make this fair for people where they didn't feel like they, you know, had to sacrifice so much. But it's really reasonable. It's a price that can work for anybody's budget.
Great.
You know, come and have a lot of fun.
And how many days a week and how many weeks?
This would be, you know, once every few months, the Beauty Voyage, you know, seminars, workshops, events. However, I do provide one-on-one.
Okay.
So that's something that anyone can call and arrange at any time.
Excellent. Now, what if someone just wants you to come and do the makeup for their wedding or their birthday party?
Any and every occasion. I mean, there's never enough opportunities to just jazz up and glam up and look amazing. So for any occasion, I'm available.
And should they contact your website or by phone?
Yes, absolutely. So through the website, mikowhite.com, there is my contact information, email, they can phone, and I'm really good at, you know, responding right away. So.
Excellent. Excellent. Wow. And so, separate from teaching the classes, where does the motivational speaking lie, and how does that relate to the classes you're teaching? Are you motivating while teaching, or do you, if they wanted you to just come and give a motivational talk for, like a TED Talk?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Would
No,
you do that?
I get called on to host other classes. I
Okay.
get called on to either be on a panel or speak, solely. And as I said, these are people contacting me who are putting on women empowerment events, which I
Yes.
love to do. The next one I'll be involved with is the Urban Beauty event, which is on October 23rd.
Okay.
And it's going to be really major. It's going to be great. I'll be speaking there as well. But I'm available at any time. I really, really value the opportunity to speak, to encourage others. So, at any time I can be reached.
Is there a difference between black skin, white skin, Hispanic skin, Indian skin?
Not at all. Not at all. But it is important to know how to treat all different, skin textures, skin tones, and that's what I am teaching my students.
Okay.
Diversity, really understanding how to treat each individual client. Because in my clientele, I do not only women's makeup, but I do kids' makeup, men's makeup. These are corporate leaders who, have web marketing material that they need done. My clients range in a huge way. So, and that's important for me to pass down to my students.
Excellent. Now, you were really kind to accept this invitation to come and be on this show. Can you tell me what your motivation was and what is it you really want our audience to get from you today?
Again, I love to encourage people, and I told myself years ago if I was going to do this makeup thing, then I would pursue it all the way. And so even now I have other aspiring artists who are watching me, and they're looking for my next move to know if this is something that they really want to do. Excellent. And I'm here to just show and to, express to them that it is very possible, that you can live your dreams, you can do anything that you want to do. You just have to be patient, you have to have faith, you have to work hard and develop your skill. So excellent. I'm really honored to be here. I'm really honored to share my story. And people always say, how do you do it? How do you do it with, with 3 kids and a husband? And I really thank God for my family. It's important to have family, who are very supportive. And my mom is a huge supporter. She's always saying, okay, keep it going, keep it going. So, without them, I couldn't do it. Yes. But it is very, very possible. There's no limit.
Wow. You also mentioned to me earlier on the site that you have family members,
yes,
in-laws that are in the business, same business.
I would have never expected.
Wow.
I'm married into a family of sisters because I come from having brothers, and we are all actually involved in the industry. I have a sister who works at LA Trade School. And I mean, she is the brains behind a lot of what we do, connecting us always with new clients and, networking opportunities. My sister-in-law, Mina White, is also a celebrity hairstylist, and she's now in Los Angeles, but she comes back and forth from there to the Bay Area because she's from the Bay. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to be able to share this journey with my family.
Excellent, exciting. And you also mentioned that your children are interested in film.
I'm excited to see what they do.
Wow.
My children, without me having any influence, this was before I ever brought them behind the scenes or on set with me because they've been on a few times. Yes. They just, I would just watch them and I would just see what they would take to. One's over here in animating, and one's over here directing, and one's, being an artistic designer, and and they've expressed to me very clearly what they want to do, and it is going to have a lot of involvement in this industry.
Well, there are so many people who are involved in marketing their products and services on YouTube. Do you also have a YouTube channel, and what do you think about that? I'm
developing YouTube. It does take a lot of time. Okay. It does take a good support system, and so I'm working to develop that actually right now. Okay. That is coming in the near future. Okay. But for now, just the live classes. Okay. Yeah, eventually my classes will actually be online, so that people who maybe are in different cities or countries can also learn the technique through the Beauty Voyage.
And soon your children will be able to video.
Oh yeah, they're already.
That is
I'm putting them to work.
exciting.
I am definitely putting them to work. So a lot of what you see on social media, most of it has been done by my daughter or my children. So
Wow.
yeah, I
That's
want to
exciting.
sharpen their skills.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. That's really exciting.
Yes.
I am impressed with the fact that you, one, are involved with your family as well as with your gifts. I'm also impressed by the fact that you're willing to share your gifts with the community.
Yeah. Which is
What-
rare.
Yeah,
Some people don't want to share,
no,
you
no, you
know.
might take something away from me.
Right.
You
But
might
I
take
realize,
business.
right, exactly. But I say that there's more than enough for everyone.
Yes.
And I realize that one day I'm not going to be able to do this or that. And even now, I get calls to do so much, I can't take it on my own. And that's another reason why I went into teaching, is because I want to sharpen these artist skills so that whatever I can't take on or when I need extra support, they can come through and they can represent just the same. Yeah.
That is
I'm
wonderful.
here, and I always share with every artist that comes my way. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, what if there's someone who's already in the business,
Yes.
but they may not feel like they know it like they should, and they don't have time to take a class? Are
Right.
you willing to speak to them and
Oh,
work
yeah.
with them?
Absolutely, absolutely. I've done a lot of business coaching. I feel like, through my 10 years of experience, I've learned a lot, and still yet learning, but there are so many things that you learn just by trial and error. So I'm trying to, prepare and prevent my artists from having to go through the same crazy development as I did. But, you learn from your mistakes. And so I do one-on-one coaching, and I mentor as well. So, again, always available. Always, I feel like my life is here to help and support other people.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't feel as good as I do now if I didn't help others.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Now, Miko, you are extremely busy. What do you do to take care of you?
Oh my, that's good. That's good. And you have to take care of yourself first, especially when you're giving out so much. So to take care of myself, I do try to stay physically active, physically fit. I'm walking all the time in my neighborhood, just trying to keep my energy up and my health well. Also, giving great devotion into reading of the scriptures. For me personally, you have to keep your head right in this industry. It's easy to get kind of swamped in things, but in music, I love music.
Yes.
So when I have a day, because to be an entrepreneur, you have to encourage yourself daily. It's not an easy walk, it never is, but I find that music gets me happy, gets me motivated and ready for the next deal. Yeah.
Good for you. Now, something you said earlier that most people don't realize, making that transition from the one-on-one classes, the in-person or live classes, if you will, to doing things online, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
And can you see yourself, plus you lose a lot when you're not in a live audience compared to being online.
Right.
Can you see yourself transitioning totally to online, or is there a part of you that will always desire that live audience?
Gosh. I'm such a people person. Even being as busy with social media as I am, I've always told myself that social media only does so much. It's really there to help you build connections. And I'm the type of person, I like to meet people face to face. So I think there will always be that desire to connect one-on-one with people. But eventually a large amount of my time may be dedicated to online, just because my family's growing and I am busy and I am, developing new business ideas. So, but I love meeting new people and networking. And I open it up, to anyone even now to feel free to reach out to me. whether it's, you know, working on the project together, collaborating, or just networking. I love that.
Good for you. Good for you.
Thank you.
I want everyone to know how really, really gifted this woman is,
Aw.
and how beautiful my daughter was last week after she completed her makeup, and it was my thought that, you know, my daughter really didn't need to pay money to have someone do her makeup because she does a wonderful job on her
Yes.
own. But when I saw the difference in having you do her makeup versus
Yes.
her doing the great job that she does, it was like night and day.
Yeah.
And so I want to thank you publicly
pleasure.
for how beautiful she was.
She was stunning.
Oh,
She was stunning.
she's awesome.
Such a pleasure to work with. And, you know, for weddings, you know, and a lot of people do have a lot of skill, but for weddings, you just deserve to relax and be pampered.
And that's what she said. That's what she said. I want to really, really be pampered.
Yes.
And have my hair done and have my makeup done. And I really don't want to do it myself.
That's
I
right.
want to sit back and let someone else do it. Well, it made sense after I saw the end result.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous.
And it was just,
Gorgeous.
I'm a believer.
Aw,
I am really a
thank
believer.
you.
But I'm also a supporter of community.
Yes.
And when I see someone in the community really giving back to the community
Yes.
and giving to so many people who are trying to do
Yeah.
good things and positive things, I want to applaud you.
I so appreciate that. Thank you.
I really want to applaud
Thank
you.
you.
And this show, Education in Our Community, this is what this show is about.
Awesome.
Letting people know what's going on in our community. It's not just the negative.
Right.
There's some positive and
That's right.
gifted
Yes.
people out there.
Very much so.
Yes, and we wanted to make sure we highlight and let the community know, you know, this is right here
Yes.
amongst us.
Yes.
You know, this wonderful, beautiful woman
Thank you.
who is beautiful in spirit as well as, you know, on the outside, and teaching other people how to let their beauty shine. The Beauty Voyage, I really like that name.
It's got to be great. It's got to
Yeah.
be great. Again, starting in September at the end of this month on the 25th, definitely get your tickets. And if you can be there, it's the start of a really great journey and a really great move to helping other artists develop.
I hope you're so busy that you just have to bring on all of those students
Oh, yeah.
that you've been training.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You know?
passing it down.
Yeah. Now, at the Voyage, what exactly do you envision happening
Absolutely.
at the Voyage?
So what will occur at the Beauty Voyage is we'll have live makeup tutorials and demonstrations on professional models. We'll be doing giveaways, you know, so that artists can build their kit. Everyday women can build their kit with products are actually my favorites that I use in my kit as well.
Okay.
We'll have some mild entertainment, and it's going to be really, really great.
Make sure you go online, Mika White, www.mikawhite.com. Contact her, find out about the Beauty Voyage.
Yes.
As
a
always, we always end before we really get going.
Oh, it's about to get going.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you so
I
much.
appreciate you
Yes.
coming. It was wonderful
Thank you for
having you
having me.
with us.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Thank you.